Hello, my name is Sunny Chong and I'm going to talk about traditional economy of Bidayuh by hunting and tourism. Sarawak is rich in history and heritage, and it is known as the land of hornbills. Bidayuh is also known as Land Dayak, however today they prefer to be known as Bidayuh. For the past 20 years, developments in the Bidayuh areas have steadily increased and have transformed the rural Bidayuh community into a modern socio-economic entities. So my main focus is about the economic roles of women in the Bidayuh community. The Bidayuh women are playing important roles in improving socio-economic conditions in their family. They involve as entrepreneurial as their family source and income. They include themselves in farming and gardening. They use natural resources to produce valuable products. They also promote the handicrafts as well as to generate income of Bidayuh community. Some of the advantages to the traditional economy is there is not a lot of uncertainty. You know exactly what you're going to do. It is less stressful and you have a little bit more free time and you don't have to worry about many things. But on the other side, the disadvantages we can see is stagnation occur. We don't see improved standard of living and we don't see innovation. In fact, people who have ideas or different from others are discouraged and are almost pushed out of society and they are rejected. And so these can be big issues that really cause the society and this economic system to stall out and continue to stay the same instead of progressing, creating economic growth and a higher standard of living. So in a conclusion, you can see there is pros, but there are also a lot of disadvantages. Life is completely dictated by tradition. Elders have a lot of power and the individuals have little to none. Traditionally, Bidayuh men are in charge of head hunting in the family. However, in this modern era, head hunting activity is slowly reducing. Instead, they will hunt for animals or even farming them. For instance, the video I'm going to show later is a man using traditional wild roots. It's called tribuhat by them to catch fish.
Project. Yeah.
For tourism, Bidayuh maintain a stability of economy through cultural heritage. Cultural heritages are properly preserved and advertised through the print and electronic media. They stand a chance of attracting tourists from the nooks and crannies of the world. Bidayuh cultural heritage including form of tradition, arts with great potential to boost the economy, capable of promoting mutual understanding and respect among the Bidayuh dialectal groups. Set up museum to collect, studies, exhibits and conserves artifacts or objects for cultural and educational purposes. Museum or cultural gallery could contribute to Bidayuh's appreciation of aesthetics, relaxation, and leisure. Values of respect, integrity, and dignity of labor will be reorientated the mass.
Hi everyone, I'm Heather and I'm going to talk about the Bidayuh handicraft for the economy sector. The Bidayuh people are master of bamboo carving and skillful in producing bamboo handicraft such as kabe bamboo basket, tambok basket, bamboo flutes, and other musical instruments. Sarawak Bidayuh handicraft are made from rattan, bamboo, tree barks, which are available from nearby jungle and forests. These handicrafts are made for daily usage to carry or drying of their farm produce. Though some of these handicrafts are not that frequently used nowadays due to the modernization, but they are still available in many of the Bidayuh community house. This effort is combined with local community through dynamic cooperation to create economic activity in the district of Bau. In order to contribute to family income, Bidayuh women like to involve in business. The effort is starting with the establishment of Bidayuh Craft Center to promote the handicraft as well as to generate income of Bidayuh community. Next, I will talk about the Kampung Pichins at Serian. This large agrarian village of approximately 4,500 people is a 20-minute drive from the market town of Serian. Public transport is available. Villagers here are of the Puka Sadong dialect groups. Kampung Pichin specializes in the production of bamboo blade craft under the One Village, One Product government project. Craft production is generally treated as the supplementary source of income as many villagers still rely on rice farming or self-consumption or sale. However, visitors are welcome to visit the Sunli Bulu Enterprise Bamboo Workshop and Showroom located within the village. The most popular handicraft and in great demand is kasa. It is suitable for floor decoration as it is strong and durable and lasting. The kasa is made of durable thin strip of durable saga emas, rattan and weave together with beaten tree barks. A good quality of kasa have a rustic look, dark brown rattan and tree barks. The most common size is 4 feet by 6 feet or 10 feet by 16 feet. This rattan mat could be lasting if it is taken care properly. Besides using the rattan, the community also used thin bamboo strip and sago branches which has been processed. Due to the time-consuming preparation, some members of the community prefer use plastic strips which are easily available. Efforts are being carried out to diversify to usage of these handicrafts such as purse, document bags, among others. Beside the basket, there are the bamboo tray, fish trap, and sunshade which are sometimes beautifully decorated with plant and animal motifs. The Bidayuh craftsman or the artisan are also curved beautiful pen holder, souvenir items, among others. Other raw material that are being used by the Bidayuh community to produce the handicraft are the screw pine leaf or the mengkuang, which are processed and weaved into mat for bedroom floor and also for drying farm produce. Bamban are also being used to make baskets and also mats. Next, I will talk about the Bidayuh costume. The traditional Bidayuh costume set for women comprise the short sleeve or sleeveless blouse, jomu, and matching accessories such as the selapai, pangkia, porik, and sipia. The men wear a tawab or tahub, which is a long loincloth wrapped around the body with one end hanging down in front and the other at the back, and burang sumpa, and occasionally with the khimar. The Bidayuh vest is a sleeveless garment covering with the upper body. The sleeveless waist or hip-length garment with a front opening and worn over a shirt, blouse, dress, or other cloth for style. Very practical to wear during any function and celebration like kawai, official meeting, or dinner. It is a Bidayuh identity and a must-have for a Bidayuh man. Like any fashion, the vest can also be worn by other community for its practicality. The Bidayuh vest come in black color cloth with white and red stripe. The color of Bidayuh community. With yellow added to the stripe, it makes the vest look more vibrant to anyone who wears it. The pangkia, which is the bead necklace, is made of high quality of ceramic beads and pendant that is worn around the neck. Its pendants are either from the tooth of wild animal or artificial tooth that added a modern touch to the necklace. The pangkia is very colorful rows of beads stitched or tied together with string or nylon or small wire strip. It is an ideal accessory for Bidayuh women, which can be worn during official functions, cultural dinners, and also for everyday use. The pangkia is one of the Bidayuh identities and a must-have for the Bidayuh ladies. For the Bidayuh handicraft today, the Bidayuh still produce many utilitarian and agrarian craft. Basketry is made by both men and women, though many have since replaced natural material with recycled plastic box straps, which are rain durable. Common crafts are those with high commercial value, especially bamboo-based craft, which are made in large quantities in some villages. These often incorporate beautiful surface ornamentation which are created by whittling the surface of the bamboo come with a knife. Certain crafts, notably ritual craft and traditional musical instruments, are increasingly rare today. Surprisingly, the popular rattan and bark-strip kasa rice drying mats are now rarely produced locally, as many users prefer to purchase them from nearby trading towns in Kalimantan, Indonesia. As the Bidayuh community are being gradually influenced by the modern product, many of these handicrafts have lost their place in the community. The community and the Sarawak Craft Council are working together to revive and promote the handicraft both as a souvenir products and functional items. This could provide a full-time employment and income to the local artisan. Sarawak Craft Council objective is to develop the handicraft industry in Sarawak into more coordinated and progressive enterprise that will complement the needs of the tourism industry. The Sarawak Craft Council is located at Sarawak Handicraft Center at the Round Tower, Kuching. These Sarawak Bidayuh handicraft are available from Native Handicraft Shop in Kuching, Bao Civic Center, Seram Bazaar, Sarikin Weekend Market, and also Kuba Ria Sunday Market in Kuching, also from the Sarawak Handicraft Center.
Good morning everyone, my name is Femira Trini and I'm currently taking Bachelor of Art in Interior Architecture. Today I would like to talk about Bidayuh economic activity in terms of agricultural sector. The economic issue faced by the Bidayuh community. Bidayuh women was being mistreated. During the old time, employers are too biased toward the woman. They reluctance to hire a woman because of their perceived higher rates of absentee, higher turnover, lesser human capital endowment, and higher costs. Criteria that are not applied to men are applied to the women. In recruiting workers are being used against the Bidayuh women. Bidayuh women are constrained by the demands of domestic labor and childcare, and some of the employers highly prefer men compared to the women. Bidayuh women are less education and skills compared to the men, which left them with no choice but involved in agricultural work as a laborer with lower pay. With the minimum education and skill they have, Bidayuh women concentrate more in a manual skill position with more security, highest pay, and opportunity for upward career mobility. Next, we move on to the Bidayuh economic activity that involves women. Bidayuh woman. For Bidayuh community, the woman is the backbone of the family, an important role in every ritual they perform. It is observed that Bidayuh women have the progressive effort that they manipulate and the individual capability and natural resources to produce valuable product. In order to contribute to family income, Bidayuh women like to involve in business. The effort is starting with the establishment of Bidayuh Craft Center to promote the handicraft as well as to generate income of the Bidayuh community. However, Bidayuh women are also involved in agricultural and farming or small-scale business are considered as positive effort to enhance the family income. Women economic participation could expand their ability to make decisions in the family and will play a key roles in the empowerment of the rural women in Bidayuh community. The first Bidayuh economic activity that I would like to talk about is paddy plantation. The Bidayuh women plant paddies every year regardless of situation dry or wet because it's their main source of income. Due to the geographical factor, Bidayuh community are mainly planting dry paddy before wet paddy is introduced to them. Dry paddy were planted at the hill slope on the rotational basis. Meanwhile, the wet paddy were planted on a swampy ground. Dry paddy was the most planted choice because of it be the staple foods and also to sell it to the other people in a small amount. They plant paddies from November to December every year. The Gawai Daya festival is a celebration yearly on 1st June in Sarawak, in both religious and social festival. Gawai means ritual or festival and Daya is a collective name of the tribes of the Iban, Bidayuh, Kayan, Kenyah, Kelabit, Murut, and more. In Sarawak, this capital city of Kuching, the festival and the celebration of the Gawai Dayak commercial event a week before it, attending street parades and a cultural activity, then slower than the other cash crops such as rubber, cocoa, pepper, palm oil, and was introduced and many have left to virtual planting into these cash crops. There are different types of paddy they plant, such as pulut or sticky rice. Glutinous rice, or also called as sticky rice, sweet rice, or waxy rice, is a type of rice grown mainly in Southern and East Asia, Northern India, and Britain, which has opaque grain, very low, almost constant, and is especially sticky When cooked, it is widely consumed across the Asia. It's one of the Bidayuh rice that they prefer to plant. Another type of rice is red rice. Red rice is a variety of the rice that is color red by its ethanol content. It is usually eaten unhulled or particularly whole and was a red hue. Rather than the more common brown, red rice has the nutty flavor compared to the polished rice. It has the highest nutritional values of rice eaten with the germs instead. Another type of rice is a kampong fragrant rice. Fragrant rice is an aromatic rice with a natural fragrance. The grains are translucent, pearl white, long and glossy, and when cooked, retain a soft texture, moist and clinched together, yet sturdy. This red variety is well known for its distinctive and delectable taste and pandan-like aroma. And lastly is the barrel rice. Barrel rice is a local product cultivated by the hand with no pesticide or herbicide and represent a valuable ecological niche. The Kalabit tribe who live solely in the highland grow the Peniston rice. Next is the tapui plantation. Other than planting paddies, Bidayuh women also make a medicine out from fruits they plants called tapui. Bidayuh people believe that tapui can cure severe disease and minor injury. In short, there are still Bidayuh people that remain this traditional way to earn a living. Next, I would like to move on to rubber plantation. Rubber plantation was introduced by British colonists to Singapore and Malaysia via Brazil, Kew Garden in London and Sri Lanka. Within a decade after it introduced urban agriculturalists in remote control of the Southeast Asia, planted rubber tree in their cultivated plots. Malaysia had an ideal climate, soil for the rubber and plenty of land. Production increased dramatically after the 1890s when there was a huge surge in the demand for the rubber for many years. Tin and rubber were Malaysia's primary exports. Other than rubber tree, cocoa plantation also become the source of economic income for the Bidayuh people. Cocoa tree is a small tree, is between 4 to 8 meter height. Evergreen tree in the family Malvaceae, native to deep tropical regions. Its seeds, cocoa beans, are used to make chocolate liquid, cocoa solid, cocoa butter, and chocolates. Due to the use in beverage, there's a lot of requests for the cocoa seeds to be sold in the market. Pepper plantation. Pepper plantation is a plantation that is very well known in Sarawak, especially among the Bidayuh community. Pepper is one of the main agricultural products of the country. Most of the pepper planting can be found in Sarawak, making Sarawak pepper a household brand in the international spice market. Sarawak pepper prides itself as having the best quality of pepper with the promotion trademark hallmark of quality. Type of pepper they plants, such as white pepper and black pepper. White pepper consists solely of the seeds of the red fruits of the pepper plants, with the thin dark color skin flesh of the fruit removed. Round white pepper is used commonly in Chinese, Thai, and Portuguese cuisine, but also in salad, light color sauce, and a mashed potato as a substitute, because black pepper will visibly stand out. However, white pepper lacks certain of compound present in the outer layer of the resulting in a different overall flavor. Meanwhile, for the black pepper is produced from the still green unripe trunks of pepper plants. Black pepper spirit is used in many medicines and beauty products. Pepper oil is also used as a Ayurvedic massage oil and in certain beauty and herbal treatments. Last but not least is a palm oil plantation. Sarawak is the largest state with an oil palm planted area of 1.56 million hectare or 27% of the total planted area of 5.8 million hectare in Malaysia. Sarawak is also considered the largest frontliner growth area of oil palm cultivation in Malaysia. Oil palm is monoecious crops as it bears both male and female flower on the same tree. Each tree produces compact branches weight between 10 to 25 kg with 1,000 to 3,000 fruitlets per branch. Each fruitlet is almost spectacles or elongated in shape. Generally, the fruitlet is dark purple, almost black, and the color turns to orange-red when ripe. palm oil plantation is very well known among the Bidayuh community in Sarawak. Based on all the research and study that we have found for the economic sources for Bidayuh community is there are several number of Bidayuh people who are actively involved in small or medium enterprise like traditional palm oil plantation, trading, shifting, cultivation, and fishery. The lack of education also lead to no choice but to work only as the general workers. The economic activity of Bidayuh people definitely need to be improved and receive more help from the local government, but as well as the preserving the traditional of their